Hello, everybody. This is Fallon playing a Link to the Past randomizer, what I'm calling Litemare. Let's start from here this time. So yeah, I took the Nightmare preset, took out some of the worst stuff, but still, we got our items shuffled around as usual. All the keys, maps, and compasses are shuffled around everywhere. That's Keysanity. The enemies are all randomized, the bosses are randomized, and the entrances, well, entrances are the last thing I wanted to mention because, yeah, we also have inverted mode, which means basically the light world behaves like the dark world and vice versa. But entrances, that's the big thing. And not only do we have entrance shuffle, where entrances could be crossed across worlds, we are using the Insanity entrance shuffle, which is we're about to see. Is this where I wanted to come? Yes, it's here. If you go in an entrance, and it's not a house or cave with only one way in, then when you go back out, you're likely to be somewhere else. So that means a ton of note-taking, and yeah, it's really easy to get lost. Anyway, last time we spent a lot of time basically looking for a progression, and didn't find much. We're down to a few entrances remaining. Trying to check off a few more of those, so... Oh, here's something. Half magic, that's very nice. Okay, good find already. Did I have an empty bottle? No, let's keep the potions for now. This only has one way in, so it'll come back out the same place. Okay, so Mire right, or the Mire Cave goes to, that was Waterfall Fairy, I think? Yeah, so as I was saying, we're down to just a few entrances to check, but I've also realized with that fire rod, we can get to some more things in the dungeons. Yeah, don't have flippers yet. So I have to go around that. I think going around to the north is the fastest way. Now, anyway, we have the right side of Ganon's Tower basement is open, but we don't have enough keys to put that in logic, I'm fairly certain. Okay, this is a shop. Just a normal shop. Alright, and what else do we have unchecked? So that's the Mire area. The only entrances I have access to that I haven't checked, or the only entrance I have access to I haven't checked is the Dark Potion Shop, and I also haven't checked Catfish, so I could do that, but I'm kind of hoping to get the mirror first so I can do that from the Zora checks. Because this being inverted, mirror works backward also. But yeah, as I was saying, the fire rod gives us access to the right side of Ganon Tower's basement, but you'll notice we only have one Ganon Tower small key, so that's not in logic, so it won't give us our progression. Similarly, I could go clear Eastern Palace with the big key, which we do have now, and the bow, but again, we don't have the lamp, so that's not in logic. Eastern, I think, was in the light world, so that's also not in logic because we don't have the moon pearl. And additionally, I think we got the big key out of logic, so that's triply out of logic if I'm not mistaken. So again, that won't be our progression. Right, that was the enemy. I was looking for bombs, I'm not even sure why, because I'm full up on them. Alright. So on Fire Rod, I meant to be on Boomerang. So, yeah, one thing we do have access to is the front of Turtle Rock now. We have the Cane of Samaria, we have the Fire Rod, and we have access to an entrance to that dungeon from the Dark World. So that was Right, the bomb shop goes to the Turtle Rock Big Chest. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of taking and referring to notes in this mode. Otherwise, you will get very lost very quickly. Yeah, I already checked the Dark Bonk Rocks. Alright, and one of the features of this particular variant of enemy randomizer is we can have things under bushes that are not just the regular whatever. We don't have the Turtle Rock Big, so let's just do the bonk here to make that easier. Not have to go through the room with a spike roller, or spend magic on making a block there. Yeah, Turtle Rock you can backtrack upwards. We also have a good number of the small keys for this dungeon, so this is definitely in logic. Okay, so here's Fire Rod. Alright, because enemies are shuffled, there's a good chance we don't need Fire Rod in here to kill whatever it has the key. Although that was quite effective. Okay, so Turtle Rock Big Key Chest, otherwise known as Lava Chest, has Ether. Did that open anything for us? I should have this noted down at the bottom here. Okay, looks like I don't have this noted. Alright, I'll have to check that again later, what the Mire entrance was. And also the Turtle Rock entrance. We've already been in the Turtle Rock main entrance. That was the Ganon exit. But yeah, I don't have noted what the Medallion for Mire entry was, so if that's Ether, that's another entrance for us. And if not, then it's just nice to have. Okay, so we can come up to Chain Chomp Room, which, of course, doesn't have chain jumps because randomized enemies. Makes it much easier. Okay, that's a heart base. Kill this for the key. And we come out here. So yeah, we can do the 3 front... Ah, that's a chain chomp here. We can do the 3 front checks of Turtle Rock and also check the exit if I haven't seen that already. But we have seen that. That comes out Spectacle Rock. Yeah, not much I could do about that. There's a book. So... Actually, can you check pedestal as a bunny? Okay, got past that. Let's try not to run into the fire there. Yeah, fire behaves weirdly on these. I think that's a fire snake. But yeah, you can tell there are definitely some places that were not meant to have certain enemies. So we do this the long, intended way, because we don't have the hook shot. We have randomizer racers, and I'd assume speedrunners and generally do that the other way around and use the hook shot to grab onto one of the torches and fall in the pit to go back to the entrance quickly. Okay, Swamp Big Key. And there's the Moon Pearl. I knew it had to turn up eventually, and preferably sooner than later. Okay, so what does this do for me? Well, for one thing, that opens up all sorts of stuff in the light world. But Yeah, just right away. We have Fart Cave at Lumberjack. We have Mini Moldorm at Lumberjack Hut. Um, yeah, we have Chess Game in Kakariko. We have the back of the tavern. Yeah, we have a ton of stuff in Kakariko, so let's just go there. Fastest way is our save and quit. To Link's house. I guess there's nothing of particular interest in the southern village. Because, yeah, library is a shop. The chess game goes to Brothers Right, which is a just connector. And we've seen the other side of that, so don't really care to go through. But if we come here, we can do the back of tavern, which of course has an item. And it's the big key to Mire. That seems important. Okay, so mark that off as done. The shop is chess games, so we'll do that. We can also check two new entrances here, the Overgrown Hut and the Bomb Hut. Okay, that's just some money. But first I want to check the things that I know are items. So... actually, while we're here, might as well check the woods, too. I don't think we could get to the item as bunny. And I know we couldn't do the drop-downs. So maybe I should have left this for after. There's a heart container here. Pick that up. But yeah, I will do the pedestal check while I'm here. Make sure that's nothing important. Okay, that is the Desert Palace Compass. We do not care. Actually, I should mark that down so I remember it's been checked. Right, go back up to my notes. Right, we need to go over to Lumberjack. Because we have not one but two item caves there. And one of them has 5 items, so that's kind of huge. Yeah, and then I want to check the forest drop-down. Can't stun those with the boomerang. Alright, so of course we have no idea what's under the tree because in Insanity entrance mode, those are not coupled to their exits. Normally you could find out what's in there by checking this cave, but as you can see, this cave is not a drop-down destination. It's just a Genius Cave. With a lot of money anyway. Alright, so that's that checked. I think I'll use Fire Rod for the mold arms. Oh, no, they're not even mold arms, they're those things. Can I just cook them like that? Looks like it. Okay. They're not that much trouble to deal with, but you do actually need to be able to use your weapons. Okay, potion. Money. More money. More money. And the map of Eastern. So that will tell us whether that's a pendant or crystal. And Eastern is in fact a crystal. Okay, so Fart Cave is done, Mini Modern Cave is done. And Eastern is a crystal. Still haven't found the desert and Hera maps. Okay, let's go back over and check the forest dropdown. I do want to check every dropdown as quickly as possible because I know that one of them goes to a glove and another one goes to a small key, having seen the other ends of them. But yeah, this we could not check without the Moon Pearl because it's under a bush. And Bunny can not only not use swords, but cannot pick up bushes. Okay, this is Lumberjack Glove. Or no, this is Useless Fairy. Okay, so that's Useless Fairy. We've seen where this comes out. That should be in my connectors or so. Oh, no, not necessarily. Oh, the Useless Fairy cave was useless. Okay, Ice Palace exited at Useless Fairy. Eastern Palace entrance goes to Useless Fairy. No, it's useless. Not Useless Fairy. My terminology is getting a little mixed up. Okay, this takes us up to Agate Tower on top of the Dark World Mountain. If that's correct, and it should be. Yep. So yeah, in inverted, this is Aghanim's tower rather than Ganon's tower, although it doesn't make as much difference in entrance shuffle, it just means you can walk right in right away. Yeah, was there anything useful to do up here now that we have the Moon Pearl? Let's check the Light World section because I can go through the thing. Oh, yes, Old Man Back goes to Pyramid Fairy. Again, inverted means these portals are in the Dark World and go to the Light World. Our camera's not very well aligned right now. Alright, so Old Man Back was where you come out the back from the Old Man start point. Shovel. And another big key. That's Turtle Rock. Okay, so we can get the Turtle Rock big chest now. And if I take the top of Spectacle Rock, that takes us to the bottom of the well, which takes us to the Elder's house in Kakariko. So that's a convenient way to get back there. Yeah, I could do spin speed, but I'm not very good at it, so let's not. Alright, and I had two entrances here to check. Yeah, the Overgrown House and the Bomb Hut. Yeah, we don't have flute, right? Right. So this house we could not get into because of the bushes without the Moon Pearl. And this is Hyrule Castle right. And if I check my connector section... Yeah, this comes out at Desert Palace left. Where was I? Overgrown Hut goes to Hyrule Castle. Height goes to Desert Palace left. But actually, while we're here, I can go to Dark Cross, which I did not do earlier because it's dark. And also we got there from... Actually, have we gotten here from the Light World ever? The Dark World, rather? The Tavern, Hyrule Castle Main, Overgrown Hut is Hyrule Castle right. Dark World Sanctuary goes to Hyrule Castle left. So I could have the enemies a little easier by coming in from the Dark World, but I think with the Fire Rod, I'm okay to go to Dark Cross. It's... if I understand how entrance randomizer logic works, it's still not in logic. You do need the lamp specifically. But I mean, with the Fire Rod and Half Magic, we can light torches pretty easily. I just don't remember where they are in this room. So, we got through that with zero trouble. Okay, can probably make it through here. And down here... Okay, we've got Lionels. But yeah. Okay, that is a heart container. I think we checked the back of Escape already. No, we have not checked the back of Escape. Because I haven't found the way in there. Unless... Did I have it as a drop-down and I just never checked it? Okay, yeah, Skullwood's chest drop-down went to the back of Escape, so I did clear that. Alright. So that's good progress for one day. Especially that Moon Pearl, that opens up a ton of new stuff. So yeah, next time we'll continue exploring. Until then, this has been Aerophone playing a Link to the Past randomizer, Litemare, which I'm mostly doing for the Insanity Entrance Shuffle, which has been fascinating. Anyway, come back next time for more exploration.